So today I wanted to record a video with a whole different purpose from what I have recorded lately. I shared some of my ideas, small funny moments of my daily life, but I wanted to share a bit of my behavior, my personal take, how I react to situations as they happen to me. Because I can type quite a lot, and what I think is what I write and how I act. But when I write, for example, oh, I want this, or I don't want this, you can read like, I don't want this. I don't want this. So that's why I'm kind of recording this and to talk about something that is more behavioral, more about how you see things in a daily life and how you react. And I will share my personal experience. So there's no do this, do that, think like this and like that. I will tell you how, like, what helped me to care about people's opinions. They do matter in a sense. I can't ignore them, and not in a way that it hurts me and that damages me on a personal level, and in a way that it doesn't keep me from doing the things I want to do, even if they have like strong opinions and a strong presence in my life. For example, my family. Yes. So the way I deal with it, and it doesn't mean it's the right way, it's the way I found and the way I developed. What I realized is that knowing the things I like and the things I don't like really helped me setting boundaries. For example, it doesn't have to be complex, complicated. It's not something like, oh my god, do I love Van Gogh or do I prefer Picasso? It doesn't have to be anything like this. And I will show you. From my experience, years ago, I used to sweat a lot. Like changing my t-shirt a couple times throughout the day. It really bothered me. So I thought I will try wearing tank tops, sleeveless shirt. And when I wore them, I felt even more awkward, more awful, because it was my skin rubbing against my own skin with my sweat in between. It was just ew. So when I started going to a store to buy a cloth, like an outfit, a dress, I always told like the person anyway, please no tank tops, no sleeveless shirt or sleeveless dress. And then I tell whenever someone wants to gift me with an outfit, I say like, well, I don't wear tank tops, I don't wear sleeveless shirt and dresses. So I started to realize, wow, I even got like my tongue twisted, but how it made me feel. And it became a boundary, like something so simple, so obvious, but I understood that I didn't feel right. And I started telling people, hey, if you want to give me this, please don't buy that. And another example in my daily life is that I drink beverages, but hot, cold beverages anyway. But it hurt my teeth. So I started drinking with a straw. Almost everything with a straw. I didn't even need to, but I just accepted and became a part of my personality. Then nowadays I always order with a straw. If possible, I always look for a straw. I won't be like, there's no straw. But if possible, like I won't drink from a cup. And I just accepted that. And it became a boundary for me because I will drink with a straw and that's it. So I started realizing the things that I like, the things that make me feel not so nice, and that I want to feel that way, and the way I want to feel more of it. And I started making kind of peace with it inside of me and accepting as part of myself. And when you start making peace with who you are and understanding this is your true self, because it nowadays is part of who I am. For example, I didn't really enjoy wearing glasses when I was younger because it was not the template, the model that I enjoyed the most. I didn't think, I thought I picked the wrong one. But nowadays, I do enjoy wearing glasses. It's kind of part of my personality. I kind of, uh, how can I say? I thought about having surgery or wearing contact lenses for other purposes, okay, but for a long, long, long time, wearing glasses was part of my personality and part of who I am. It doesn't mean it can change. It can. It always does, and we discover new things. Maybe, yeah, what you enjoyed yesterday is not your real self today. But when you start to realize it's okay and it's part of yourself, you start making peace with your own, how can I say, your own truth. And since you are in peace with your own truth and you know, okay, this is who I am, this is the things I like, the colors that I enjoy, the songs that I love to listen, you aren't bothered by the outside because inside yourself you already know what it is to you. So when I, for example, I have I have a behavior somehow. I behave in a way that to me it's the correct way to do things, is the way that I learned, it's according to my principles, and someone's like, you shouldn't have done this way and criticize me, I can see her point. But to me, I'm in peace with myself because I know, so I don't have to go like rubbing her face my truth because I am the person that matters the most to me. So that's how I can even take like critics from my parents, because they do, of course they do, they love me and they support me, but they also criticize me, and they also, I have to tell quite a couple times like to my mom, I don't agree with you, what you're telling me doesn't represent the truth to me, and I will stick to what I believe. Yes, I do. I have the, nowadays, since I came to this point to be in peace with myself inside, it doesn't mean that I'm always right. Of course not. I can see, as I said, the opinions of the other people, they do matter. Of course, we live in a society we depend on each other. It would be stupid, really stupid, if I said no, I don't care, and just like throw the middle finger everywhere. I do care. But in a way, because I can empathize since I'm a human being, I understand what you're feeling, and also because, yes, we are based on interests, and I know that at some point I may depend on you. So yes, we can't be that naive. We have to understand that everyone works based on interests, even if you don't have like second interest, something to, you don't want to take something from the person, but you want to be liked, you want to be a friend of her, so you have an interest. So understanding this, that everyone has interests, you start, I think, moving more according to your own interests. And this is how I came to understand the others have opinions, understanding who I am, the things that please me, the things that I dislike, the things that are unacceptable to me. And you can start by small things, like I said. I start wanting to a clothing store, like people who were not even related to me, and saying, I want this type of clothing, but I don't want that. And then you start doing this like an exercise. I said in the beginning I won't give an exercise or at least like do this, do that, do that. And now I'm here just giving you an exercise. But if it helps, so this is what you can start doing. For example, tell your parents, I don't like this type of clothing. Oh, here, okay, I have a big example of this. Because moms and dads, parents, they think will always be a child in their minds. And my mom, she loved those cute t-shirts that have like strong pink colors with a very childish cartoon. And she got home and was like, oh my god, I bought it to you. I said, look mom, I like the color and the cartoon, the stamp is nice. But I think at my age it doesn't really represent my actual moment. And you don't have to be rude with words, but you have to be sincere because, uh, how can I say? It will hurt her anyway if she buys you clothes and you don't wear it. She sees in your wardrobe and she's like, oh, you don't wear the things I buy for you. So, do you understand? This is how you start setting boundaries. Like, think about something that makes you feel in a sort of way on your daily life and that you want to feel more like that and make that become an habit, or stop that. It can be simple like that. I don't enjoy this type of clothing and that you bought for me. This is not the most, or how can I say, this doesn't isn't the best fit for me. For example, oh, you bought me this shampoo, or I used this shampoo for a while but it's not the best for my hair, and then you start realizing, I won't buy more shampoo with this kind of composition, or I prefer this one. You have your preferences already. You have, but you don't realize that every time you make a choice, every time you realize how it makes you feel, you're already setting the boundaries. So you have been doing your own life, your whole life. And that's it for today. How you set boundaries in the small things. Start telling people that, on yourself that, and you start, okay, now I'm peace with this. Now I know myself a bit more, what I want to feel more, what is unacceptable to me, and just go. And that's how you'll get more courage to take action on the things that you really want to. You won't have a fear. Like, the more you know yourself, the more decided you will be. The more things will clear up. Yeah. Bye bye.